Hey guys, and welcome to If Naruto Was Raised by the Sage of Six Paths, Part 7. Now, where we last left off, Naruto and the group were at the last week of school, of the academy. They were graduating. Well, not graduating yet, but you know what I mean. So, I want to get some things straight for Naruto and Sasuke for their jutsus. At this point, Naruto and Sasuke, they both know, the Fireball Jutsu, the Gale Palm, the Water Bullet, and the Shadow Clone Jutsu. Sasuke can make 4 clones. Naruto can make 1,000 for the most part. And that's without Kurama's chakra. Now, the differences start to happen to where their Earth style. Sasuke can do the Mud Wall, but Naruto has the Earth Bracers and/or Earth Armor. And the Earth Prison, which is, the Earth-style version of the Water Prison. Naruto also knows the Rasengan and the Flying Thunder God, but he can only do the Flying Thunder God 3 times before it wears him out. And not only that, Naruto and the Fox are on pretty good terms. They can probably they can hold a conversation now. As long as Kurama wants to. Which, he kind of gives in every now and then and talks to Naruto. Not only that, because of Sakura, how much she watches them train, she knows the Shadow Clone Jutsu now, but she can only do 2 clones. I mean, she hasn't been training with it as much as they have. And she can do the Fireball Jutsu. She ended up teaching herself that. I'm pretty sure her element's probably fire, just for the fact that most ninja in the Land of Fire, that is their affinity. Now, enough of that. Let's get into the video. I would say, Naruto, he's in bed. And Kurama, he's trying to wake Naruto up. It's like, boy, get up, you're going to be late. Wake up. Wake up! And Naruto hears a knocking on the door, and that's what wakes him up. It's like, huh? What's going on? And he sees, he realizes what time it is. It's like, oh crap! Why didn't you wake me, Kurama? It's like, damn it, boy, I tried multiple times. And who gave you permission to even say my name? And, Kurama, he ain't having it. But, they're getting along, and the sage is laughing about it. You hear the knocking on the door. Naruto, are you finally awake? It's Sakura. She's been there trying to wake Naruto up. He gets dressed really quick, heads to the door, opens it. Sakura, I'm sorry about that. We're supposed to all go to school together. Where's Sasuke? So he kind of took off already. He didn't want to wait. We were already here about 30 minutes. What? I'm that late? It's like, we were supposed to get up early to train too, but, So, they end up walking to class together, just having a nice little conversation. They get along. They like each other. They just don't know that. They get to class, and, a lot of the fangirls are already gawking at Sasuke. Oh, Sasuke! Ino's the ringleader for the group. And then a lot of them see Naruto. It's like, oh, it's Naruto! Because, they're the 2 most popular dudes in school. And, they're doing the same thing. Now they're huddling around Naruto, and Sakura's trying to keep them back. It's like, back off. Leave him alone. Whoop. Sorry if you heard that. So, back off, leave them alone. So, they end up getting to their seats. Naruto's just chilling beside Sasuke. That's his bro. Sasuke, gives him kind of a glare. It's like, you're the late loser. We're supposed to train. It's like, I'm sorry about that, man. It's like, well, why didn't you wait with Sakura? It's like, do you really think, come on, man. Use your head. But he's laughing at Naruto. They're having a good time. And all the girls, they're just surrounding them. Well, I want to sit by Sasuke. I want to sit by Naruto. It's like they don't even see Sakura there. Sakura, just leave them alone. Naruto sits down beside Sasuke. Sakura, sits beside Naruto. And they're trying to chill and relax. And then, Kiba, he's supposed to be the top dog, quote unquote. He gets pissed about this and walks over there. Well, you two just think you're so great, don't you? It's like the last two Chiha, and then you, the boy raised by a Sanin. I guarantee you I could take both of you on with my eyes closed. Naruto, tell me, you really think so, dog breath? Why don't you bring it on? And Kiba says, you want to go? Let's go right here, right now, both of you. Sasuke telling him, you don't want to do that. We would both destroy you, Kiba, and you know it. So why don't you just go sit down and be a good little dog that you are? Oh, Kiba's getting heated. So what'd you say, Uchiha? Let's go right now. And then, thankfully, Iruka walks in. And, all right, everybody, settle down. Get to your seats. Everybody wanted to see Naruto and Sasuke knock some sense into Kiba. That would have been cool. Everybody's kind of relaxing. Kiba's still heated. Naruto and Sasuke are actually laughing about that. And Sakura's, you do really? Why do you always do that to him? Naruto, because he's asking for it. And Sasuke, also because it's funny. This is a different Sasuke, just because of Naruto. And I'd say Iruka, he's probably just, it's a week before graduation, going over just basic chakra control and stuff, just to help the class. Last minute stuff. Kiba, he's mumbling to himself. Those two just think they're so great. I guarantee you I can take both of them on. I can't stand them. Shikamaru ends up waking up from his nap. It's like, dude, shut up, man. We all know there's no way you could beat them, so just give it a rest. And Kiba ends up yelling, what'd you say? Why don't you just shut up, you idiot? And, Iruka hears that and is like, Kiba, is there something you would like to share with the whole class? You know what? As a matter of fact, thanks to Kiba's outburst, I want everybody to line up and do the transformation jutsu. And everybody, gee, thanks, Kiba. And so, whatever, I don't care. And they go through, the basic transformations. All that stuff normally happens. So, instead of Naruto getting in trouble, Naruto's not gonna deface the Hokage's faces like he originally did. He has a lot of respect for the Hokage, the third, and his dad. He knows who his dad is, the fourth. So the day really pretty much goes the same for the most part. Everybody heads home, and we get to the end of the week. I just wanted to get that established. So it's time for the graduation exam. And, Iruka says, well, for the graduation exam, him and Mizuki are there. You're going to be doing the clone jutsu. Naruto's flipping out in his head. Oh, this isn't good. I can't do the clone jutsu. Sasuke seeing him was like, Naruto, calm down, man. Calm down. You can do it. Just relax. And Naruto probably he starts doing some meditating to relax. And everybody goes through doing the clone jutsu. Kiba, Shikamaru, Choji, everybody's doing it. They're all passing. Sakura decides to bring something up because when it's her turn. It's like, Iruka Sensei. It's like, well, what is it? Does it have to be the basic clone jutsu, or can it be a different version? It's like, that's a weird question, but as long as it's a clone jutsu, it's fine. Now, she's mainly saying that because she wants to help Naruto out because she knows he can't do it. She's been around them a lot, and Naruto's probably told her to. So she's doing that to help him out. Naruto's, yes, thank you, Sakura. Yes. Just thinking that in his mind. She's the best. And, she, puts her hands together and goes, Shadow Clone Jutsu. Out pops two clones. Iruka's amazed, like, that, how do you know that? How do you know the Shadow Clone Jutsu? She's there just laughing, that's a secret. Sasuke's surprised. None of them knew she could do that. They even Sasuke says to himself, so she's been practicing that. And I assume for Naruto. He probably knows about her crush on Naruto. He ain't dense. Naruto's a little dense to that. But Sasuke, he knows. And he also thinks, I was going to bring it up anyway, so at least she did it. And then Naruto, good job, Sakura, that was amazing, I knew you could do it. In her mind, just, yacha! He noticed me! She's all happy and excited about it. You pass. Next up is Sasuke, and he says, the same. He ends up, Shadow Clone Jutsu, and it's like, okay, so Sasuke, you can do the Shadow Clone Jutsu too. And he's got about 4 clones. And Sasuke, you pass, and he looks at Naruto, and he's just, let me guess, Naruto walks over there with a goofy ass grin. He's like, doing the whole, put his finger under his nose and rubbing it. He said, we might need to go outside for this. It's like, Naruto, fine, I'll indulge you. Because Naruto, he's one of the best students, so he's okay with it. Naruto's not a troublemaker at this point. He probably does play a few pranks, but it's nowhere near as bad. He's smart. He's really smart thanks to the Sage and Kakashi and Aruka. Aruka too, and Jiraiya. But they all go outside. And then Naruto, Shadow Clone Jutsu. Out pops 50 clones. Aruka's jaw just drops. Okay. You pass. Like, he just barely gets out. You pass. And Mizuki is actually not happy about that because everybody passed. He's got no one he can use for his plan to steal the scroll ceiling. After that, Naruto, Sakura, and Sasuke are walking home, and Aruka stops them. It's like, hey, to celebrate the fact that you all passed, how about we all go out probably a little bit later, and I'll buy you all some I'll treat you to barbecue. They're all really excited. Naruto probably wants some ramen, but he does have a better diet now since he's not living alone. And they all like, that's thank you, Aruka. Oh, thank you, Aruka Sensei. Unfortunately, someone else hears that. It's like, did I hear barbecue? Choji hears that, along with Ino, Shikamaru, Shino, and Hinata. And Kiba ain't gonna be there. Kiba already stormed off having a fit. He's a crybaby. It's like, well, yeah, Aruka says. It's like, well, I guess I can go ahead and treat all of you. Ooh, big mistake there, buddy, because it is Choji. Big boy can eat. Unfortunately, Hinata, she can't go. She, due to her, interactions with Naruto and Sasuke, she's done more training and she has a lot more confidence in herself. So, her dad, he wants to do some more training with her after she graduated. He knew she was going to graduate. So she can't go, but everybody else can go. So, they make the plans to head out, and everybody else, they all go home before it's time. Maybe some of them are probably going to get dressed, maybe, a little bit just to celebrate. Naruto gets home and opens the door, and he just, congratulations, Naruto, from Kakashi and Jiraiya. They're both just really happy for him. They know he passed. They knew he was going to pass. And, he's, well, thanks, big bro. Thanks, Pervy Sage. It's like, stop calling me that. Anyway, we got a surprise for you, Naruto. It's like, what is it? First, Kakashi, and he ends up giving Naruto some new clothes. It's a little graduation present. If you've watched Boruto, it's basically like Boruto's outfit, except he has an orange t-shirt, and the black pants have the orange stripe going down them. But it's relatively like, Boruto's outfit. That's Naruto's new outfit that he's going to be wearing. And Jiraiya's present pulls out a scroll, shows Naruto, and he says, this is the summoning jutsu. This is your graduation present from me, Naruto. I'm proud of you, and I know your father would be very proud of you, and he would want you to learn this too. Naruto, he sees his dad's name on it, and he gets a little choked up about it. It's like, well, and he lets it slip, and he says, thanks, Dad. Jiraiya just, you called me Dad, not Naruto. And he's choked up. It's like, well, anyway, Naruto, we'll go ahead and sign the contract, and we'll go ahead and do some practicing. But Naruto says, well, I can't really practice it right now. It's like, no, why? Well, Aruka Sensei's treating us all to barbecue. It's like, oh, that's all right, Naruto. We can practice it some other time. but go ahead and, sign the contract. So Naruto signs a summoning contract, you gotta sign it in blood. He does that, and he has access to the Toad summoning now. So, he throws on his new clothes, tells them both, see you later, guys. And, I say Jiraiya says, well, Naruto, just want to be clear, I might not be here when you get back, and, you know why. It's like, I know, Pervy Sage, you got your reconnaissance and stuff. It's like, stop calling me that! I was like, and then Naruto says, are you gonna stop being a perv? He goes, never! It's like, well, then I'm never gonna stop calling you that. Could you at least call me dad again? He mumbles that under his breath. Naruto was laughing. He goes ahead and takes off. But, they're both really proud of how far Naruto's come in these past couple of years. And I'd say he goes to get Sakura first. She probably has like a nice little dress on or something, mainly to impress Naruto. Oh, it works. His jaw basically drops, and she's, do I look all right? Naruto's, oh, you're beautiful. She's blushing. Then he realizes what he says. He's like, anyway, let's go find Sasuke. And she tells him, well, you look really nice too, Naruto. His new outfit. He's blushing. She's blushing. They're having a good time. They go and they hunt down Sasuke. Sasuke's still got his normal outfit on, the blue. But I would say his outfit is a little different. Instead of those short shorts he had on, he probably has some, I guess you could say, like, they're not pants, but it's almost like the same type of pants that Naruto's wearing. To where they don't go down to your ankles, but they go, past the knee. Just a little bit bigger, and instead of having that, I think it was tan, they're black. So he's got the blue jacket that he had with the Uchiha symbol, and some black pants. And, they're heading over there together. Everybody meets up. They see Iruka. And, they start eating. They have a relatively good time. Everybody, Sakura's sitting by Naruto, of course. Sasuke's on the other side of Naruto. They're all just having a good time. Say Ino's probably dressed up too, but that's just so she could try to impress Sasuke. Because, that's Ino. She wants to get on Sasuke's good side no matter what. But they're having a really good time. Unfortunately, it's gonna get ruined. Iruka ends up hearing about the scroll of sealing being stolen by Mizuki. He doesn't tell the group what's going on, but he says, you'll have to go ahead and leave. Where are you going, Iruka-sensei? And he tells them, just don't worry about it. He pays for the food, and he takes off, says, just stay here, I'll be back. The fox heard what's going on, though. And he says, Naruto, you should probably follow him. That's after he leaves. I was like, what? He said to stay? No, go with him. And Kurama's being really serious about this. It's like, oh, well, all right, I'll go ahead and go. What's going on? And he explains what's going on. It's like, hey, we gotta. He gets we gotta go now. It's like, Naruto, what? We need to follow Iruka Sensei now. He explains what's going on, and they're afraid for their sensei's safety. Everybody gets up and they take off outside, and you just see Chunin and Jonin everywhere across the village looking for it. They're all freaking out. Like, what if something happened to Iruka Sensei? We've got to go. We've got to find him. They're looking everywhere, but they can't find him. And then the fox actually says, Naruto, I can feel some evil chakra. He's talking about Mizuki. And he tells him it's in the forest. Gather everybody and head over there. So he's openly helping Naruto. It's because he knows he may say he doesn't like Naruto, but he doesn't want Naruto to get upset. And if something happened to Iruka, he knows it would hurt Naruto. You see, he does care. But anyway, so Naruto gets everybody together and is like, well, guys, let's go. Let's follow me. They're wondering how Naruto knew, where to go, but, they're not going to ask questions. Sasuke knows, though. Because, he knows about the fox. They all get over there, and, to their shock and horror, they see Iruka Sensei on the ground, just beat and bloody. Cuts all over him, kunai sticking out in his body. He's hurt. He's not dead, but he is hurt. So, Iruka Sensei! That's Naruto saying, are you okay? what happened? And he sees Mizuki, and he's like, Mizuki, what did you do to Aruka? You know, Naruto, what are you all doing here? You need to leave. Get back to the village and tell the Hokage where he's at, where Mizuki is at. Go, now! You all have to get out of here. You're not strong enough to take him on. Mizuki, at this point, says, oh yes, go ahead. As if I would let you all leave. No. I'm going to kill you all right here and right now. And you can't stop me. Better yet, how about this? Naruto. How about I tell you something about yourself that you may not even know? Mizuki, he's talking about the fox, and Ruka, Mizuki, don't you dare! It's like, oh, why not, Naruto? Have you ever wondered why all these people in this village that you're trying to protect hates you? Have you ever wondered why they give you those harsh looks, or why those first couple of years of your life they even tried to kill you? Have you ever wondered why everybody hates you? It's because you are the nine-tailed fox, Naruto. The fox is sealed inside of you, and therefore you are the fox. And that's why Aruka hates you. He doesn't care about you. Nobody cares about you, Naruto. The Hokage hates you. That so-called family that's there raising you, they hate you. Every one of them hates you. And I guarantee you Aruka hates you the most. Like, Mizuki, stop it! It's like, because you're the reason his parents were killed. The fox killed his parents. Therefore, you're the one who did it, Naruto. So do you really think he cares about any of you? Do you? Because he doesn't. Naruto, he starts to laugh. It's like, really? You're going to tell me something that I already know. I understand these people don't like me, and I know about the fox. They're both shocked. It's like, wait, what? And he says, but do you really think this lame excuse is gonna work? You really think I'm gonna turn on my village like you did? You're nothing but a coward. That's why you needed that scroll. So you think that would give you some bit of power. You're nothing. You say that I'm the fox. I am not the fox. I am Naruto Uzumaki. But I could tell you one thing. The fox is not a monster. Have you ever wondered why he did what he did? Because people like you wanted to subjugate him, pretend that you were his master. He didn't ask for this. He didn't ask to be sealed inside of me. I may not have asked for this either, but at least through all this I gained a friend, and it's him. So nothing you say or do will ever make me turn on my family, the village, and you'll never make me hate the fox, because he's my friend. And you honestly think I would hate Aruka-sensei? He's helped taking care of me just like everyone else. And he's shocked. But he says, okay then, fine, Fox Brat. But what about the rest of you? All of his so-called friends. Knowing he's the fox. Knowing he could turn on you in any second. What say you? Shikamaru speaks up. Like, dude, really? You think we're gonna turn on Naruto? We have been friends for many years. He's saying this. And then he says, if Naruto trusts the fox, then I trust the fox too. If he's his friend, then we're his friends too. And we are not going to turn on Naruto. Everybody else, they agree. It's like, yeah, he's our friend. And nothing's going to change that. And Sasuke ends up saying out, but you know what will change? The fact that you're holding that scroll. We're all going to take it from you right here and right now. And at that point, Choji ends up doing his human boulder jutsu. He expands, turns to a boulder, and tries to ram into Mizuki. Mizuki ends up dodging out of the way, then he ends up hitting a wall of bugs. As Shino's bugs, he has created a wall around Mizuki so he cannot escape. After that, Choji ends up turning around, trying to ram into him again, and he notices he can't move. And then he hears Shadow Possession Jutsu! Shikamaru has him in the Shadow Possession Jutsu, got a hold of his shadow, and he can't move, and Choji ends up ramming straight into him, knocking him back a bit. I mean, he's still trying to fight it, and he's still trying to move. And at that point, Sasuke ends up saying, you're not going anywhere. Gets a bunch of ninja wire and has it wrapped around Mizuki, and he's holding him tight. So you're not going anywhere. We're gonna stop you right now. At that point, Ino and Sakura both show up and they just deck him straight in the face, knocking him back a little bit. At that point, Naruto throws his kunai, and he has a Rasengan ready. He uses the Flying Thunder God technique and teleports right in front of Mizuki and just screams, Rasengan! And hits him straight in the stomach with the Rasengan. That, the Shadow Position Jutsu gets released, the Ninja Wire breaks, and it pushes Mizuki through just a ton of trees. He's out cold, and he's not getting up from that. They beat him. They beat him with relative ease. He wasn't winning. But, they can't exactly celebrate. Naruto, he's tired from doing that. That took a lot out of him, combining those two jutsus. He ends up getting a scroll. They end up running to Iruka Sensei, and he couldn't be more proud. He's shocked at what they did. They beat a Chunin. I'm pretty sure he was a Chunin, but he starts to pass out. They end up getting Iruka, and they end up taking him to the hospital. And Choji and Sasuke, they're dragging Mizuki with them. They're not letting him go. They're not taking a chance. Mizuki gets locked up, and they're all there in the hospital with Iruka, and hoping he'll be all right. The Hokage calls each and every one of them into the office, and he dismisses his guards, and he tells them, congratulations on beating Mizuki and bringing a scroll back. But I understand you all heard a few things about Naruto. And Sasuke ends up, saying, yeah. You mean about the fox? Sasuke already knew. But, he's just clarifying it. And he tells them, yes. Now, each and every one of you now know about Naruto and the fox. And you must know he is not the fox. He is the jailer. Shikamaru stops him. You mean Naruto is his friend? With all due respect, Lord Hokage. Naruto said they're friends, which makes us friends with him as well. Everybody, they got big smiles on their faces, and Hiruzen, he's got a smile on his face too. He's just really happy to hear that. It's like, so, you all plan on still being friends with Naruto. I'm glad to hear that. But you must know this is an S-class secret. This cannot leave the room. Nobody else can know about that. And they're all looking at Ino because they know Ino's a big mouth. He's like, well, I'm not going to say anything. And she looks to Naruto, and she goes out to him and pulls out her hand, and she says, Naruto, I'm sorry. I didn't know this, and you had to go through... you have to go through so much. And Naruto, it's fine. Just like I had, the talk that Sasuke and I had. It's cool. I mean, none of you turned your back on me, right? She smiles. Everybody's really happy about it. And, they promise, we're not going to tell anybody about this. Naruto is our friend. We would never betray him. And... with that, they're all dismissed. Iruka probably wakes up, and, he gets told the whole situation. And everybody, they're just hanging out together. And, they're talking to Naruto, and it's like, Naruto, are you alright? It's like, well, yeah, I don't know why I wouldn't be. And Sakura, she runs over there, and she gives Naruto a big hug. And she apologizes. She was never mean to Naruto, but she says she's sorry for the way everybody treated him. This was also an excuse for her to hug him. I'm just going to be honest. He likes to hug. But they're happy though. We beat a Chunin. Guys, we all make a really good team, don't you think? Now they all agree to it. And Sasuke probably punches Naruto on the shoulder. He's like, what was that for? You need to be more careful. It's like, well, what do you mean? It's like, come on, Naruto. You used a lot of chakra that you didn't need to use. Were you just trying to show off in front of all the girls? It's like, what? No, Sasuke. And that has Sakura blushing a bit. It's like, no, we needed to stop him. It's like, I know, man. I'm just messing with you. After that, they all head home, and that's the end of this episode. So, this has been What If Naruto Was Raised by the Sage of Six Paths, Part 7. Thanks for watching. I am out.